The atmosphere was electric as Beyoncé's Cowboy Carter tour neared its finale, but what fans didn't expect was the once-in-a-lifetime reunion that was about to unfold before their eyes. The reunion of Destiny's Child, Beyoncé, Kelly, Rowland, and Michelle Williams, on stage once again sent shockwaves through the crowd, igniting an eruption of joy, nostalgia, and celebration. This was not just a concert moment, it was history being made under the dazzling lights of Las Vegas on July 26. With every step, every note, and every glance exchanged between the trio, the legacy of one of the most iconic girl groups of all time was reaffirmed in the hearts of millions. The reunion wasn't announced in advance, which only added to the breathtaking surprise. Fans screamed with disbelief and joy as Beyoncé disappeared under the stage, only for the opening beats of Independent Women to start playing. The crowd's energy shifted instantly from anticipation to explosion. It was happening, Destiny's Child was reuniting right there on the Cowboy Carter stage, the lights dimmed, and a spotlight illuminated the center of the stage where Beyoncé emerged, flanked by her longtime sisters in song, Kelly and Michelle. The trio, clad in coordinated shimmering golden outfits with dramatic chaps, embodied power and glamour. Their appearance alone was enough to spark social media into a frenzy, but it was their energy and synergy on stage that reminded everyone why Destiny's Child is etched into the fabric of pop and R&B history. Beyoncé didn't hold back, announcing, with a proud and playful grin, Destiny's Child, B********H. Her declaration sent another wave of cheers through the arena. It wasn't just nostalgia, it was a reminder of the cultural force this group once was and still is. The trio seamlessly launched into Lose My Breath, a high-octane anthem that had everyone in the arena jumping in sync with the beat. Their choreography was tight, their vocals sharper than ever, and their presence together felt like no time had passed. From there, they transitioned into Beyoncé's hit Energy, showing the evolution of Beyoncé's solo artistry while still embracing the group dynamic. But it wasn't just about the music, it was about the moment. Each move, each lyric carried the weight of 2 decades of history, triumphs, challenges, and unmatched sisterhood. Fans were transported back to the early 2000s, remembering the days of Survivor, Say My Name, and Cater to You. For many, Destiny's Child wasn't just a group, it was a soundtrack to adolescence, heartbreaks, celebrations, and growth. Seeing the trio together again evoked tears, laughter, and cheers, all at once. Social media exploded with footage, reactions, and emotional tributes. It wasn't just the Beyhive celebrating, it was an entire generation reliving golden memories. As the performance continued, the 3 women participated in the now viral Mute Challenge, a moment where the crowd is challenged to fall completely silent during a song lyric. It showcased not only the group's charisma but also the tight-knit bond between the performers and their audience. The crowd responded with nearly perfect silence before erupting again, proving the group's magnetic control over the energy in the room. As the lights shifted and the final chords of Bootylicious rang out, the women shared a heartfelt embrace on stage, capturing a raw moment of love and appreciation between them. Beyoncé turned to the crowd and shouted, "Give it up for Destiny's Child." Her words felt like a final bow to the legacy they built together, a celebration of everything the group stood for: empowerment, unity, resilience, and female excellence. The significance of this reunion extended far beyond a single night. For fans who have followed Destiny's Child since their early days, this was more than a surprise guest appearance, it was a full-circle moment. The image that soon appeared on Beyoncé's Instagram immortalized the occasion: Michelle kissing Beyoncé sweetly on the cheek, Kelly posing joyfully with a microphone, all 3 bathed in stage lights and radiating sisterhood. It was a photo that would be shared across the world, forever capturing this historic moment. The Beyhive's reaction was swift and passionate. Comments flooded in, praising the trio for bringing such joy to the stage. One fan summed it up perfectly: "This is everything. Pure friendship, sisterhood, and allowing us to share that with you all is truly incredible." Another fan, lucky enough to be in the arena, couldn't contain their excitement, writing, "I saw this in real time? All." It was a digital love letter to a moment that reminded fans of the power of unity and nostalgia. While Beyoncé was at the center of this monumental tour, she made sure her family played a key role throughout. Her daughters, Blue Ivy Carter, 13, and Rumi Carter, 7, became beloved fixtures on the Cowboy Carter tour. Night after night, the young girls joined their mother on stage, representing not only the continuation of Beyoncé's legacy but the importance of family and generational storytelling. Blue Ivy, already known for her performances during previous tours, carried herself with a professionalism and poise well beyond her years. But it was little Rumi who truly stole hearts. During a May 19 stop on her mother Tina Knowles' Matriarch book tour in New York, Tina recounted a special moment with Rumi. I said, "How do you feel when you wave and everybody screams?" Tina revealed. Rumi's response was both innocent and powerful. "It feels powerful." Tina, ever the proud grandmother, smiled and replied, "Oh, I see what you mean." It was a small glimpse into the mindset of a child growing up in the limelight but also being taught the strength and importance of her voice. Beyoncé's decision to include her daughters in the tour wasn't just about appearances, it was a declaration. It showed how music, art, and storytelling are deeply personal, familial, and cultural. Watching Blue Ivy and Rumi share the stage with their mother added layers of meaning to every performance. Fans saw not only a superstar but a mother, a mentor, and a matriarch guiding the next generation. From the cowboy chic aesthetics to the emotional storytelling woven into every performance, the Cowboy Carter tour stood out as one of Beyoncé's most creatively rich endeavors. One of the most unforgettable moments came in Paris on June 22, when Cardi B made an appearance at night 4 of the tour. The Bodak Yellow rapper, never one to shy away from a bold look, arrived in a custom cowhide, cowboy-inspired ensemble that paid homage to the Western roots of the tour. Fans went wild as Cardi sang along to 16 Carriages, fully immersed in the experience, but her involvement wasn't just a fan moment, it highlighted how Beyoncé's impact transcends generations and genres. Cardi B, a powerhouse in her own right, showed immense respect and admiration by participating in the theme and supporting the show. Her presence added star power to an already dazzling evening, and her interaction with Beyoncé was filled with mutual respect. Backstage and in the VIP suites, more iconic names gathered to witness the Cowboy Carter magic. Among them was Kelly Rowland, Beyoncé's closest friend and longtime collaborator. Their bond was visible as Kelly attended the Paris show, beaming with pride. Tina Knowles later took to social media to shine a light on both Cardi and Kelly, sharing how much their support meant. These were not just appearances, they were reflections of the deep-rooted relationships that Beyoncé has built throughout her career. Also in attendance was Olivier Rousteing, the creative force behind Balmain. Known for his edgy, couture-forward designs, Olivier has worked closely with Beyoncé on numerous fashion collaborations. His presence in the suites underscored how deeply the Cowboy Carter tour bridged music and high fashion. Every outfit worn on stage, every design detail, was a product of thoughtful storytelling and collaboration. The fusion of pop culture, fashion, and raw emotional performance made the Cowboy Carter tour unlike anything else. With each show, Beyoncé peeled back layers of her artistry, showing not only her superstar persona but also her vulnerability, strength, and evolution. And with every guest appearance, be it a Destiny's Child reunion, her daughter's stage time, or Cardi B singing her heart out, Beyoncé created a universe where music, memory, and meaning coexisted. As the Cowboy Carter tour continued to roll through cities across the globe, it became clear that Beyoncé had curated not just a series of concerts, but an immersive cultural moment. The stage was not merely a platform for music but a sacred space for history, legacy, and connection. And that connection extended far beyond the boundaries of genre and background. It brought together icons, legends, fans, and even royalty. Among those drawn into the orbit of Beyoncé's Cowboy Carter universe were the Duke and Duchess of Sussex, Meghan Markle and Prince Harry, who stunned attendees when they showed up for the Los Angeles stop of the tour on May 9. Clad in rodeo-themed attire, the couple embraced the spirit of the event, blending seamlessly into the electric energy of the crowd. For Meghan, whose style has always been a balance of elegance and subtle edge, the tour presented an opportunity to indulge in something bolder and more expressive. Her presence was symbolic, a woman of grace, resilience, and reinvention, much like Beyoncé herself. The moment was not lost on fans or the media. The sight of Meghan and Harry enjoying a night out at a Beyoncé concert symbolized more than celebrity fandom. It was about cultural icons supporting one another, showing up for each other's moments of triumph and artistry. It reflected how Beyoncé's reach and influence extended beyond music, into realms of activism, identity, and empowerment, but the night didn't belong to any one guest. It was a tapestry of star-studded appearances, woven tightly into the fabric of the tour. Serena Williams, the retired tennis legend and longtime close friend of Beyoncé, brought her fierce energy and signature presence to the Paris show on June 21. Wearing a glittering rodeo-inspired outfit, she cheered from the crowd with the exuberance of a true fan. Her Instagram post from that night, featuring a carousel of moments from the concert, was captioned with the joyful French phrase, "La vie est belle." Life is beautiful. In that caption was a world of emotion, joy for a night well spent, pride in seeing her friend shine, and a deep appreciation for the beauty of shared experience. And Serena wasn't alone in sharing the moment. Tina Knowles, Beyoncé's indomitable mother and matriarch of the Knowles-Carter dynasty, was also in attendance. She was joined by Halle Bailey, the rising star and half of the beloved duo Chloe x Halle. Together, Tina and Halle swayed and sang along to Cozy, a powerful anthem of self-love and identity. It was a multi-generational snapshot, Tina, the guiding light of her daughter's journey, Halle, representing the next wave of young black women carving out space in the world of entertainment. That night in Paris became more than a tour stop, it became a meeting point for mentorship, lineage, and cultural pride. The magic didn't stop there. On the very first night of the Paris tour, June 19th, Miley Cyrus stepped into the spotlight. Known for her own transformation from Disney star to boundary-pushing artist, Miley joined Beyoncé on stage in a moment that brought the house down. Dressed in custom Alexander McQueen, she performed their Grammy-winning collaboration, Two Most Wanted. It was a reminder of the artistic bridges Beyoncé continues to build, between past and present, between country and pop, between artists who dare to evolve. The crowd roared in approval, witnessing two powerhouse performers sharing not just a stage, but a vision. This ability to unite diverse voices and energies was perhaps the Cowboy Carter tour's most defining feature. It wasn't just about Beyoncé, though her star power remained the gravitational center. It was about how she made space for others to shine alongside her. From fashion designers like Olivier Rousteing to emerging performers, from her own children to world-class icons, Beyoncé created an environment where excellence was expected, celebrated, and multiplied. The Cowboy Carter aesthetic itself became a sensation, equal parts Wild West and black Southern elegance, fused with high fashion and personal storytelling. Fans across the world showed up to each concert in carefully styled boots, rhinestones, denim, and fringe. They weren't just attending a show, they were participating in a movement. Social media feeds filled with outfit inspirations, viral challenges, and emotional tributes. Every fan was a performer in their own right, and every concert was a communal ritual. And then there were the quiet moments, the ones that didn't go viral, but etched themselves in the hearts of everyone who witnessed them. Beyoncé's subtle nods to her Texas roots. The storytelling interludes about family, hardship, and hope. The knowing glances she exchanged with her bandmates, her daughters, and her fans. The deep breath before the first note. The tears that shimmered on her cheeks when a particular lyric hit too close to home. These were the moments that turned Cowboy Carter into more than a tour. It became a living, breathing memoir. By the end of the tour, the reunion of Destiny's Child remained the crown jewel. It was the emotional crescendo, the moment that fans would recount for years to come. But the beauty of Beyoncé's vision was that she never relied on nostalgia alone. Instead, she used the reunion as a bridge, honoring the past, anchoring the present, and illuminating the future. Whether it was Blue Ivy mastering choreography, Rumi feeling the power of applause, or artists like Cardi B and Miley Cyrus standing shoulder to shoulder with her, Beyoncé wove a story of evolution, of legacy, of a woman who has walked through every fire and emerged more luminous than ever. As the final show came to a close, and Beyoncé stood under the spotlight, there was a sense of both finality and infinite continuation. The music faded, the lights dimmed, and the crowd slowly dispersed, but the impact lingered. Fans returned home with hearts full and spirits lifted. Social media buzzed for days, then weeks, keeping the Cowboy Carter tour alive in hashtags, TikTok clips, and memory threads. And perhaps that is Beyoncé's greatest gift, not just her voice, her choreography, or her showmanship, but her ability to make millions of people feel seen, celebrated, and connected. With Cowboy Carter, she didn't just perform. She testified. She preached. She invited the world into her story and asked them to write their own. In doing so, she turned every fan into a co-author of something monumental, from Las Vegas to Paris, from Meghan Markle to Miley Cyrus, from Destiny's Child to Rumi Carter. Cowboy Carter wasn't just Beyoncé's tour. It was everyone's. And for those lucky enough to witness it, the echoes will resound forever.